I was supposed to put notes right here. We're going to put them up at the top because they don't fit here. So I want everybody to write up here the type of equations that they could give you are slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay? The slope is going to have words like per, each, every. So if you see those words, those are the ones, that's the number that's going to have the variable, which is the x. If you see per, each, and every, it's going to have the x. And words that will go with the y-intercept, because this is the y-intercept, are things like how much I started with, starting, initial fee, like what I initially started with. Okay, and if I think of more, I'll add them to that list. So when we look down here at problem number 1 and problem number 2, your answer, your equation is going to look something like this, because it's going to have a slope that has the word per, each, and every, and it's going to have a y-intercept, something that they started with. What did they pay at the very beginning? So if I look at problem number 1, it says, Evan is going to the country fair this weekend. The admission to the fair is $5. The admission, that means how much he pays to get in, right, at the beginning. And the cost per, remember, I told you this word, per, it's going to have an X with it. So the cost per ride is 50 cents. So the 50 cents is the one that has the word per. So the 50 cents is going to have the X. Every ride, right? So it's going to be y equals, how much did I start with? ¿Cuánto pagué al principio? How much did I pay at the beginning? $5. And then I'm going to pay 50 cents per ride. So plus 50 cents. This is how you write 50 cents per ride. So it has the X. It doesn't necessarily have to be the slope first and then the y-intercept. It could be the y-intercept first and then the slope. But either way, you can flip it back and forth. That's the same thing as saying y equals 50 cents X plus $5 to get in. Both of those are correct. You can write it both ways. Okay, the next one. While visiting Crimson Lake, Sally decided to go kayaking. The rangers charged $8.50 per hour. So this is my key word, per hour. That means the $8.50 is going to have the what? What is the $8.50 going to have? The X. So $8.50 is going to have the X. So y equals, I know that $8.50 has X. Because it says per hour. So my X is the hours. In addition to $25 deposit. So I can add deposit on here. Because it's something that you pay at the very beginning. So plus $25 deposit. Okay? So the $8.50 has the X because it's per. You have the keyword per hour. That means $8.50 every hour. X is your hours and the $25 deposit that you paid at the very beginning. Okay, so today in quizzes, you're just looking for keywords. You're looking for which one has the X, which one doesn't have the X. That'll help you out a lot. At the bottom, same thing. We're looking for keywords like per, each, every. Okay, and it's going to be in standard form. Standard form is A, X plus B, Y equals C. So something's going to have an X, something's going to have a Y, and this is a number. So we're looking for keywords per, each, and every. Sam ordered 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs from the concession stand at the baseball game. His bill came out to $19.05. If the hamburgers cost $2.25 each, write and solve a linear equation to find the cost of each hot dog. So each one, she bought 2 of the hamburgers. So that's 2 of the hamburgers plus 3 of the hot dogs. So X is my hamburgers, Y is my hot dogs, and it was a total of $19.05. But they're saying that each hamburger is $2.25. So right here, this is my hamburgers. I'm going to put 5.25. That's a 5. Plus 3y equals 19.05. So you would look for an equation that says that. You don't have to solve. We're not trying to solve. We're just picking equations that model the scenario. Okay, so we're done. This one can be correct, and this one is correct. So you're looking for both in the answer choices. One of those would be in the answer choices. X is the hamburgers, and Y is the hot dogs. I couldn't use H and H because H is hamburgers. Hamburgers start with an H and hot dog starts with an H. So I couldn't use H and H. But on the next one, I can use the letters that it comes with. It says tickets at the school play cost $4 in advance. So $4 in advance. I'm going to say 4A because it costs $4 in advance. Or $5 at the door. So plus $5 at the door, D. And they sold, it says total ticket sales for an evening production was 440, so it would equal to 440. Because some people bought them in advance for $4, and some people bought them at the door for $5, and at the end they made a profit of $4.50. So you would be looking for something like that in the answer choices. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Make sure that you look for the code on quizzes. We're just matching. Match the equation with the scenario. Which one matches? Okay? We're not solving anything today.